I'm Andrew, and I'll be doing my case study on the TV drama When the Camellia Blooms. When the Camellia Blooms is a 2019 South Korean television series starring Kong Hyo-jin and Kang Han-il. Each episode was released on Netflix in South Korea and most English-speaking countries after their television broadcast. It became the highest-rated miniseries drama, airing in 2019 with a single episode rating of 23.8%. The series was met with praise by critics and audiences for its unique genre combination of romantic comedy and thriller. According to Nielsen Korea, the drama also became the second highest-rated drama of 2019. It won multiple awards, including the prestigious Grand Prize for Television at the 56th Baeksang Arts Awards. Here is a trailer for When the Camellia Blooms.
사람 마음이라는 게 3초 안에 업어치기가 가능한 거구나. 동백 씨 처음 본 순간 3초 만에 깨달았습니다. 저 황용식입니다. 황용식이. 저는 뭐 작전이니 밀당이니 난 이런 거 모르겠고 그냥 언제부터 곳에 또 보고 싶냐고. 그냥 첫눈에 반해버렸고요. 동백 씨, 뭐 도망가요? 진짜 왜 도망을 가요? 이 유부녀만 아니시면은
됐어, 오케이.
올인을 하자 작심을 했습니다.
아빠 없는 게 뭐 그렇게 쉬쉬할 일이라고.
나도 아빠 없었어?
안 필고.
엄마?
저 미리 찰게요. 공자리를
필구 아빠 누구든 상관없어요. 혼자 어디를 가시나 신경이 쓰여가지고요.
왜요?
여기 한판 남이 오는데 내가 막 승질이 납디다. 아유 정말 그만.
왜 괜히 남 싸우는데 끼어들고 그쪽이 왜
그쪽 아니고 용식입니다. 황용식이.
오지랖도 좋으시다.
저 그러면 그 오지랖 부려도 되는 그런 사이 하면 안 돼요?
네?
우리 저거 해요. 예? 그거 좋아한다. 응? 진짜 좋아한다.
When the Camellia Blooms is the story of Oh Dong-baek, a single mother who moves to the fictional town of Ongsan and opens a bar named Camellia. 6 years later, Dong-baek meets the local policeman Hwang Yong-sik, who declares his love for her. Dong-baek does not reciprocate his love at first, but their relationship evolves throughout the show. Meanwhile, Dong-baek's past lover and father of her child returns to her life. And on top of it all, a notorious serial killer targets Dong-baek as his next victim. It is up to Yong-sik to figure out who it is before it is too late. While being a romance drama, it also doubles as a social commentary about the varying definitions of family and marriage within the established and rigid societal expectations. This drama focuses on love in all various types of forms: love at first sight, love for friends in need, and the love a mother has for their child. When Dong-baek first moves to Ongsan, her Ajumma neighbors cannot seem to understand that she is neither divorced nor a widow. Dong-baek calmly states that it is possible to have a kid without getting married. For Dong-baek, her quote-unquote unsettled status as a young woman with an 8-year-old child is something that she's never wanted to hide. She is in fact thankful for her son Pilgu, who becomes her sole companion and family. As an orphan herself, she has always dreamed of having a family, and even when her relationship with Pilgu's father ends on a sour note, she is grateful that at least she got him from this union. Kong Hyo-jin plays Dong-baek with a quiet sense of strength. She stays firm in her decisions, runs her bar, which is the only one in town, and remains unfazed towards the gossip around her. The audience is not meant to pity her, but is instead encouraged to empathize with her. She is handling a lot, whether it be the hardships of running a business, or raising a child single-handedly, or even falling in love. As any rom-com would have it, there are two suitors, but here, one of them, Kang Jong-yeon, played by Kim Ji-seok, has already been in a relationship with Dong-baek, and is Pil-gu's father. Under usual circumstances, it would be this rich guy who would swoop in to save our poor leading lady. But in this drama, that part is played by Hwang Yong-sik, an animated, simple-minded cop who brings life with his country dialect and exaggerated mannerisms. Yong-sik is the complete antithesis of what we have come to accept from K-drama male leads. Without any filter on his mouth, Kang Han plays Yong-sik in a way that is nowhere near the cool, genius rich men that we encounter so often. He isn't conventionally smart, but he is perceptive enough to understand Dong-baek and her feelings, even when she doesn't speak them out loud. He proclaims his love for her quite early on, after which it only exponentially increases, even after he discovers that she is a single mother and runs a bar. Instead of doing grand gestures, Yong-sik never misses an opportunity to tell her, "I love you," and never leaves her side, realizing that she is a woman who needs no saving, but who does need a friend. The writer Im Sang-chun cleverly uses the two male leads to show the difference in their outlook towards Dong-baek and her living situation. Kang Jong-yeol fails to understand Dong-baek's modest living. He only notices the things that she doesn't own, like a car, or a large house, or the fact that she doesn't have enough money to send Pil-gu for a field trip. He doesn't note her achievements, that of running a successful business for the past 6 years and single-handedly providing for her son without ever asking for his or anyone's help. Yong-sik, on the other hand, is appreciative of all of Dong-baek's achievements, and whenever he talks about the future, he always makes sure to include Dong-baek and Pil-gu in it. A major factor for the series' success is its social commentary. Despite being a romantic thriller, the drama captured the reality of the working-class people by addressing several social issues like the impact of poverty, the social stigma around single parents, and the perception of economic status as a social rank. The drama managed to use each character's story to form a bigger picture, and Dong-baek is an obvious example of this. In South Korea, Confucian culture and a hierarchical society means that bloodlines play a dominant role in defining a community. For ostracized single mothers, to be without a family is to be a social outcast. Government statistics show that there are 25,000 single mothers in South Korea, but there are most likely more who do not register due to fear of discrimination. A professor of social welfare at Sungsil University says that it's a real stigma to the family itself and a sign that they didn't raise the woman well. Society tells unwed mothers that it's their fault and they are not responsible people. Because of widespread cultural bias, it is often difficult for unmarried mothers to maintain family relationships, find jobs, make friends, or even meet a partner. Therefore, Dong-baek stands as a truly unique protagonist. She is initially timid, but learns to grow out of her meekness and stand up for herself. As a contrast from the strong women we usually see in a drama, Dong-baek's quiet yet resilient nature is refreshing. Dong-baek's strength is her optimism, humility, and easygoing personality. Though she is considered to be unlucky and ostracized in her community, she has always managed to rise from it positively. Her character can be summed up from this quote: "Some think you can never be happy. They find comfort in saying how bad they feel for you, but you smile so easily." This dialogue also depicts the harsh reality that anyone seemingly disadvantaged by society's standards entails pity. Her character also shows that we have the power to choose how we react. In spite of being isolated throughout her life, Dong-baek somehow manages to remain positive and determined. That's not to say that she's never felt sad or angry, just that she chooses to fight through it. Cheers to all of you who are the strongest, the toughest, the most splendid, and the most praiseworthy in the world, and who are making your own miracles every day by overcoming obstacles in life. This drama ends with a message that the writer wants us to see and realize that no matter how hard life may be, or how harsh reality we face, and how much struggle we encounter, there is a miracle in the end. After all, the camellia blooms even in the coldest winters of life. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed my presentation.